Hi, and welcome to Beyond The Shahada. I'm Bree Shaaban, and this is your realistic guide to Islam. Originally, I had a whole episode planned about how to make the most of these last 10 nights of Ramadan. But you know what? Let's just scrap that altogether. And why? I only want to keep it real and relatable on this podcast. Most of these episodes are based on situations that I've experienced personally. And being the best version of myself for these last 10 nights, well, it's just simply not my reality. So let's keep it real and talk about it, as I've seen plenty of you all struggling with similar things. If you are looking for how to maximize the benefits of the end of this month, there are countless other amazing resources out there all talking about that exact thing. I'll link some of my favorites in the show notes or description. If that's you, I totally understand if you skip this episode, and I'll see you next week, God willing. Okay, so if you're still listening by this point, I'm assuming you're also struggling this Ramadan. If you understand my struggles, then remember this. Allah understands you even more. He sees your efforts, your heart, and your struggles, and He doesn't expect perfection. He just wants you to turn to Him, exactly as you are. So let me tell you what's going on with me. Initially, this Ramadan was going well. I was somewhat keeping a routine and staying on top of things. But then reality crept in. No, scratch that. It came barreling through my well-thought-out Ramadan plan like a freight train. So how did this happen? Well, I'm a mum of 2 toddlers, currently overseas with no help aside from my husband. And this Ramadan, it's been one of the hardest years for me yet. I'm tired, I'm burning out, and I feel like I'm failing constantly as a mum, as a Muslim, even as a human being. I'm sure by now you've seen everyone telling you about all the extra good deeds or acts of worship you should be doing right now. But if you're anything like me and running on empty, adding more feels practically impossible. And even if you do manage to squeeze something in, it's rushed, like ticking a box just to say you did it. But, Allah doesn't only tell us to do good. He also wants us to leave the bad. So what if we can shift our focus? Instead of piling on more, what if we focus on leaving behind the bad habits, clearing the clutter, so to speak, to make space for good things to actually be able to stick? And when it comes to worship, well, let's prioritize quality over quantity. Pause to be sincere in your prayer instead of rushing through it because the kids need to get ready for bed. Take a moment to genuinely talk to Allah, to remember Him, to listen to Quran, even if it's just a few verses. It's not about how much you do, it's more about the heart you put into it. And you know what the best thing of all is? Just make the intention for what you want to achieve in these last 10 nights. That way, even if life gets in the way and you aren't able to do everything you planned, you still get the reward for your intention. And always remember, at the end of the day, if things keep happening beyond your control, remind yourself who is truly in charge. Allah. This is where He wants you, and He knows exactly what you're going through. So, as we navigate our way through the last of Ramadan, let's give ourselves permission to simplify. Let's focus on what we can do and not what we can't. Let's turn to Allah with sincerity, even in our brokenness, and let's trust that He sees our efforts and loves us for trying. That's all I have time for today. Thank you for listening to Beyond The Shahada. I'm Bree Shaaban, and this has been your realistic guide to Islam.